How you doing? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. How do narcissists feel when you move on? 20 things happen. That is the title of today's episode. Hey, if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button quickly. Now, when you reject the narcissist, when you move on, there are several things that happen. Number one, when you reject the narcissist and move on, they won't take it lightly. Remember, being in a relationship with a narcissist is a difficult job, but leaving the narcissist is even more difficult. Rejection is the narcissist's worst nightmare. It is a personal attack on their character, and that is not something the narcissist takes lightly. After the breakup, after you've moved on, one of the narcissist's coping mechanisms will be to fantasize that you are still together. The narcissist will not let you move on without a fight. They'll call you while they're drunk in the middle of the night, crying on the phone about how heartbroken they are because you've gone, because you've moved on, because you've left them. They'll turn up at your house claiming that they've come to collect their belongings because simply you've moved on. Now, if you've got children together with the narcissist, things get a lot worse here. The narcissist will do things like getting a court order against you, legally binding you, so that you can speak to them about the kids. Number two thing that will happen when you move on, what the narcissist feels when you move on, they'll feel hurt and angry. Narcissists are clingy and they might feel angry, jealous, sad, and hurt that you are with someone else, that you moved on. Nothing makes the narcissist angrier and hurts them more than knowing that you moved on and you don't care anymore and that they have no more control over you. When the narcissist sees that you've moved on, negative feelings will rush in, and depending on how the narcissist's behavior usually is, his anger may turn into rage, into narcissistic rage. All right? And he may become violent and try to physically harm you. A breakup is, for most narcissists, a huge blow to their self-esteem. What it means to them is that their cover has blown. You've seen through the mask. You've seen through their narcissism. And the picture of perfection that they attempted to paint has failed. Now, seeing that you are happy with someone else, seeing that you've moved on, is like salt to the narcissist wounds. And it is because they are reacting to the feelings of shame, because the insecurities have come to the surface. So this may even trigger intense feelings of narcissistic rage that they may not be able to control. So when you move on, it means that the self-hatred that the narcissist tried to bury has come to the surface, and that you no longer see the narcissist as an angel, but as a mere imperfect human being with weaknesses just like everyone else. Now, the number three thing that will happen, the number three thing that narcissists feel when you move on, they will become revengeful. Narcissists won't go down without a fight. They are likely to pull off an arsenal of revenge tactics when they see that you've moved on and that you're dating someone else. After the breakup with the narcissist, after you've moved on, the narcissist will go running to your inner circle, to your support system, to tell everyone how evil, how narcissistic, how malicious, how bad of a person you are, how you manipulated them, how manipulative you are, and how you've totally destroyed their self-esteem, how you've destroyed their life. They will want their reputation, the narcissist will want their reputation to remain perfect, intact. Number four thing that will happen when you move on, number four thing that narcissists will feel when you move on, they'll get very jealous. Narcissists tend to experience jealous when you move on. They experience jealousy. You know, one narcissist, one thing about them, they're envious of others, and they believe that others are envious of them. So narcissists are jealous because they see their partners as an extension of themselves. And when you try to leave them, when you try to move on, they feel like you're rejecting them. And that will result in self-doubt. The narcissist will attack your new partner out of jealousy and envy. The narcissist has convinced themselves that they are the best. They believe that they're perfect, unique, they're special, they should be number one, they should be winning. So they get hurt that you are with someone else, that you moved on. Narcissists may also become jealous because they feel like you are moving on to something better without them. And this can trigger all sorts of insecurities and make them feel like they are not good enough. Number 5 thing that happens when you move on. How narcissists feel when you move on, they won't take responsibility. They will play the victim. They will blame you for the breakup of your relationship. They'll blame you for moving on. Narcissists are incapable of self-reflection, and they will never, ever, ever own up to the role they played in the breakdown of the relationship. Instead, the narcissist will blame you if you left that relationship. They'll say you left it's because of how you made them treat you. Now, when narcissists see that they have no control over you because you've moved on, they would start manipulation tactics so that they can get closer to you again. And this could also be that they would ask for your company because they'll say that they feel lonely, that they're sad, that they are in pain, that they are sick. But the truth of the matter is that the narcissist will make sure that no one else can love you or do things that they have done for you before. Number 6 thing that narcissist feels when you move on, when you move on, they will try to love bomb you. You know what love bombing is? This is fake love from the narcissist. It's a manipulation from the narcissist. When a narcissist sees you with someone else and they know that you've moved on, they won't take it, they won't like it, they won't take it lightly. When a victim of a narcissistic abuse moves from a narcissistic relationship, the narcissist feels an overwhelming loss of control, and it causes narcissistic injury. For narcissists, they believe relationships are purely transactional. So, for you, you are a source of validation, admiration, power, and control. You are a source of narcissistic supply to the narcissist. So, when you move on, it means that the narcissist has lost their narcissistic supply, and that is very important for their internal and external stability. Therefore, the narcissist will try to love bomb you as a result. And this is because to a narcissist, moving on from their relationship means losing something they see as valuable. So when you move on, you cut that narcissistic supply that they had been getting from you, and therefore the narcissist will do whatever it takes to get you back. They will want you back, not because they love you, but because they are wounded. They are all about winning, controlling, and maintaining their false self-image. So once the narcissist sees that you've moved on and that they can no longer control you, then you become automatically a threat to them. So they will do anything to win you back so that they can rebuild their perfect image, so that they can have the last laugh. To them, they must win, they must control you. The narcissist is a master manipulator. They can be nicer to you. They can use aggressive measures. They will use any tactic so long as they win you. And above all, they'll try the love bombing tactic. Now, number 7 thing that will happen when you move on from the narcissist, they will promise to change. They will future fake you. They'll promise things that they know they can't even stick to. But they'll start love bombing you. They'll say that they will do anything. They'll start getting flowers for you, gifts for you. They'll bring gifts at work. They'll send you sweet text messages, emails, handwritten letters, love letters, confessing the way they can't live without you. They may even appear at your house door. Now, what they want is to remind you of how good your relationship has always been. So, the number 8 thing that the narcissist feels when you move on. Remember, narcissists are vulnerable to feelings of abandonment. Narcissists have a very difficult time maintaining a healthy relationship with other people. So, if you move on from that narcissistic relationship, you will trigger the narcissistic injury. And because of a narcissist's inability to regulate their emotions, abandonment is catastrophic for the internal and external stability. Therefore, the narcissist, naturally, they fear abandonment. And this is because when the narcissist is abandoned, it creates the shame rage spiral. And that is the underlying fear of abandonment. The grandiosity of a narcissist creates this extremely superficial reality that they hold dearly. So, when the narcissist is abandoned, it leaves the narcissist under the impression that they are entitled to your supply of validation and admiration. So, why dare you leave? So, narcissists or victims of narcissists who escape the narcissistic relationship, they send a rejection message to the narcissist, and this terrifies them. They feel rejected. They feel they're not good enough. They feel shameful. Narcissists cannot regulate their own emotions. So the feelings of shame that inevitably comes from being rejected and discarded or dumped is too much to handle. So the narcissist, through narcissistic rage, they'll project their shame onto others when you move on. So anger is also a normal emotion that every human being has. And this is what we call the narcissistic rage that the narcissist will find themselves in. They'll be embarrassed because they have this inability to regulate their own emotions. So they'll resort to defense mechanisms. And the narcissist will use projection as a way of defending themselves. Now, when a narcissist is when you move on, the number 15 thing the narcissist will do is they will feel cheated. They'll feel cheated out of the opportunity to be the winner, because narcissists must control every aspect of their partner's lives. The fact that they could not see this coming, the fact that they could not see you moving on, it will cut them like a knife. Life is one big game to the narcissist. They're always playing manipulative games, and losing one, it means that you are ahead, and they don't like being losers. Once they realize they've been blindsided, they're going to want revenge. The number 16 thing that the narcissists do when you move on, they won't believe you've moved on. Narcissists, they're assured that no one can leave them. They believe they're perfect. They are supernatural beings. They're unique. They're special. So when they know that you are dating someone else, or when they see you with someone else, they will doubt it. They believe you can't move on. So to prove that you can't move on, they'll keep on calling you. They'll try to show up where you are. They'll try to get your attention. They'll act strangely and crazily. When they see that you're dating someone else, their personality will change. They'll get more clingy. The narcissist doesn't care how crazy they become because you're trying to move on. They'll do anything like stalking you. They'll accuse you of cheating on them. They'll cause drama, confusion, chaos, conflict. That's what the narcissist loves. Number 18 thing the narcissist feels when you move on, and what they do is they'll pretend that it doesn't matter, it doesn't bother them. They see you dating someone else, they'll behave as if they're not affected. They'll act strong. They'll behave as if they don't care about your life and your new relationship. But the bitter truth is that they are hurting a lot. They're in pain. They can't take the thought of you with someone else. They'll be bothered. So, when the narcissist sees you with someone else, they'll become even more manipulative. They will try to play games on you. They'll try to hoover you back again. They'll try to future fake you if they get an opportunity. Of course, they'll try to love bomb you. And of the other manipulative tactics like gaslighting, blame shifting. So, the other thing that narcissists will feel when you move on, when they realize that you are on the verge of leaving them, they'll try to get flying monkeys. You know, these are people the narcissists are strict to be on their side. So they'll want these flying monkeys to manipulate you so that you can't leave them. They'll enlist flying monkeys by spreading incriminating gossip and lies about you. Now, there you have it. 20 things that happen when you move on. 20 things that the narcissist will feel and react when you move on. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love you all to the moon and back. God bless you. Catch you later in the next video.